What's up, Cloud Life? It's Overflow Nexus back again, give you another XRP day trading strategy that's going to help improve your day trading. But before we get into any of that, I have to give my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ all the glory, honor, and the praise. I always want to acknowledge Jesus Christ before I get into anything on this channel, and I have to, give him the proper blessing and praise that he deserves, because he has done a lot of things in my life, even through the ugly, the good, and the bad times that I have in my life. Jesus still, gives me peace, and he still gives me joy, even when things don't look to go my way. I just want to encourage you guys to surrender to Jesus, even though everything might not look promising in your life. I could attest to that. There's some situations in my life where I don't think that I feel like I'm overcome, but the Lord still keeps me staying focused on him, even when things don't look to go my way. So I just encourage you guys to just focus on the Lord, continue to strive, and continue to put him first in everything that you do in your life, because not a lot of things in our life will not go the way we see it or want it to go. So just always remember that if nobody else has your back, Jesus Christ has your back. Surrender to him and give your all to him, and give your concerns and your woes to him, because he will bless you with peace. He will bless you with joy. And sometimes having a peace of mind is better than having finances. All right, that being said, I do want to give you guys this strategy that I use quite often. I trade the Ichimoku system. If you guys are not familiar with the Ichimoku system, I'm going to be doing a lot more trading techniques than analysis on this channel, because I think y'all need to understand how to read the charts and see what I see when I read the charts, because I see things differently than most analysts do. But that being said, I want to share this strategy that I use quite often. I will show you guys where I did use it recently. It was really recent that I used this strategy to make between $600 to $1,000 on this trade. So I'm gonna show you guys right now how that worked out. So we're looking at the chart now. We're looking at XRP. Y'all see that it's numbered 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna go over why I have it like that. But where we are looking at in the yellow with the vertical line coming down, this is actually where I entered the trade for a short position on XRP. I'm gonna post the somewhere I'll post the where I the exact time I got in on this market. I'll show you guys a screenshot of this market where I got in on the trade. This strategy is very, very simple, very easy. Is it 100% win? No, it's not. But the probability of winning a trade with this, I'll say it's between 70 to 80%. And if you get more comfortable using it, you could polish it up to 90%. And I'll show you how. All right, so looking at this market, our focus is on this yellow bubble, even though it says number 2, but this is where we're looking at. This is where I took the trade at. So this is called the Tinkerson bounce and Tinkerson break strategy here. How this works, our Tinkerson line is our red line here, as you see. It's a moving average. It acts as a support, it acts as a resistance. In this case, we're looking at it to act as a resistance. So right here we had price slightly above the Tinkerson. Let me zoom in for you guys a little bit more. So we have price slightly above the Tinkerson here, but we see that it broke out right here in this area. So we're thinking bearish. The reasons why we're thinking bearish here, for two reasons. We had a bearish TK crossover here, which is number 1, and 2, price is underneath the cloud, so we're automatically going to start looking for bearish trades. When you're underneath the cloud, you should think bearish. When you're above the cloud, you should think bullish. So, and there's times where you could counter trend trade, but we're not getting into that today. We're going over following the trend. So here we're following the trend to the downside, looking for shorts. The market is underneath the cloud, so we're looking for a short here. So we had price cross over the Tinkerson here and really crossed over right here. So now we're looking for our trade to further go to the downside in this area. So once we have price cross through the Tinkerson, we're automatically thinking short. So you could trade this on the same time frame if you want to. You don't have to go to a lower time frame. I'm going to show you how I went in on a lower time frame. I got in on the 4-hour time frame for this strategy. So really your entry will be right here. So we'll make green entry, clone this line real quick, and we'll make it a stop loss right there. All right, so how you got in this trade, you were playing price action here. You use this moving average as a support or resistance area. In this case it was resistance, since we see price went through it, bounced off of it right here, and then you see right there price continued to go down further here. So this was how I entered into the market. But going into the 4-hour time frame, I want to show you guys real quick right here on the 4-hour chart. This is where I got in at. So I see that the price, you know, this was where we had our vertical line. I see that we had a bearish engulfing candle here. This is where I entered into the market. We had a Kumo breakout, and from that time I said, okay, price is going to start going short. And it was confluence of what I was seeing on the daily time frame. So this is the candle that I entered in on, and you see the results of this market. Let's see, I did close some of my position out down here, and then I re-entered in again right in here, and then now the market's, you know, starting to make its way up, but I'll go over that in another video. But right now you see how the market continued to go lower just by that basic, you know, movement. So going back to that daily time frame, I want to show you how it works in this rules for this strategy. So the first thing you want to see, you want to have a bearish TK crossover, which is the red line crossing below the blue line here. That's the first thing you want to see. The second thing that you want to see is price underneath the cloud, which we have it. And the third thing is the Chiku span right here. If Chiku span underneath the price, which it wasn't, but right here we're still seeing momentum is still going to the downside in this area. So that's why I went to the 4-hour time frame to really gauge if I should get in the trade, because when you see this green line inside the candles like this is kind of telling you that the market's kind of dangerous and you maybe not want to participate in this market. But when I went to the 4-hour time frame, you know, the confluence there was saying that we're bearish and that the momentum was still going to the downside. So that's why I was able to get in this trade here and able to, you know, catch this. So the rules for this: first one, you have to have a bearish TK crossover. That's the first thing. 2, you have to have price underneath the cloud, and you have to have the price break the Tinkerson. So that's 2, which we got right here. And 3, where's Chiku span? Really identify where Chiku span is. So we had 2 out of 3 confirmations in our favor. So this was a riskier trade to take. If we went to the 4-hour time frame, and I'll go back to the 4-hour time frame once more for you guys to really understand this. So we go to the 4-hour time frame, see that bearish engulfing candle. If we go back 25 bars, about right from this point, let's see, about right here, this was still a risky trade, but overall the market was still bearish. Chiku span was still above price, so that's still considered bullish there. But once we see price breaking, and that's why the market ranged in here, but once we see that Chiku span broke underneath price, which was about over here, and if we go 26 candles back, let's go about right here. I believe it was right here. It's actually 25. But once we see that this happened right here, price Chiku span was underneath price, this was a green light to let us know that market was moving down. So we could have really polished our entry a little better. We could have made our entry right there. Let me fix that. And then the entry's green. Clone it. And we could have put our stop loss at this fractal high right here. And stop loss will be red. So this was our new entry based off the, you know, cleaned up version of our strategy now. And then if you had taken this trade, you would have made quite a bit of profit just from this trade alone. If you know, got out on this candle, because it ended up making a dragonfly doji, if you got out on that candle, you still got out of the market with 45% profit in about 2,612 pips there. So still a great trade, really profitable trade. You know, you just got to be patient. You got to trade the strategy. You have to trade the confirmations. You have to trade your rules. Don't deviate from your rules. You can't just be bullish because of breakout. You can't be bearish just because of breakout. You have to have confluence, and you have to have, you know, your own thoughts on the market, and, you know, not just go based off how you feel, but also be realistic with what the market is doing. All right, so that's the Tinkerson bounce and break strategy. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, smash that like button, subscribe. I'm gonna be putting out more content like this in the future to help you trade. I trade mainly XRP, but I do forex, stocks, and crypto, you know, analysis as well. So if you guys have requests, you know, definitely put your request in and subscribe for more content. That being said, God bless you guys and peace.